Hello troops and welcome back to Hanning's Rest. Today I'm going to show you a couple of things that my wife's built and I might go on with some other wee jobs round about the layout. Alright, the first thing we're going to look at is this. It's a little little signal box I got through eBay and it came from Peter Spares. It cost £13.50 I think, and it's not quite finished yet because there's still an interior to go in it and a wee signalman and stuff in the roof to get glued on. Some weathering to be done on it. But that was a little card kit that my wife built. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. So I'm just waiting on the Metcalf interiors coming for it, you know, the levers and furniture and bits and pieces, and I'll paint up a wee guy as a signalman and put him in it. But that's going to live round about here somewhere. That kind of area, you know. Round about there, I think. And I think that'll look really good there. Right troops, this is the engine shed that I got. Now my wife spent ages building this. I'll tell you all about it. There's a little bit of history behind this. And I'll tell you all about it very shortly, right? This is the Cheltenham 3-lane engine shed, and when I ordered it from eBay, I ordered the 2-lane version, but they sent this. And as you can see, it's a really well detailed kit. Yeah. Look at that inside, you know what I mean? But there are a few qualms I've got with this kit. Now this cost me 35 quid. You don't get the glazing pack when you buy the kit. You don't get, hang on, the interior walls, the grey inside walls. And you'll also notice that there's no rainwater pipes coming down, because you don't buy them either. You don't get them either with the set. You've got to buy all that separate. So it was 35 quid for the engine shed, £16 for the glazing and the inside walls, and I've no idea how much the rainwater pipes will be because they're not in stock. So we've ordered some the catchment box things from Model U, and we're just going to use bits of plastic rod for the drain pipes. Now, as I said, the kit itself is fantastic. It looks brilliant. My wife's weathered it up really well. She spent ages building it. The glass is all comes all kind of stained and all that. It does look fantastic, but when you spend the £35 on a kit, you expect to get the complete kit. You don't expect to get just half of it. Now this is made by a company called Model Lux. All the instructions for on this are on YouTube. And I would rather have paper ones, because then you can continually refer back to them rather than having to rewind or pause a video every 2 seconds. But as I say, the model itself is absolutely fantastic. You know, the detail in it is brilliant. It says in the instructions to use PVA, but my wife discovered that because it's all carved, when you put PVA on it, the card expands and it doesn't always go into the slots very well. So I would maybe, if you're going to buy one of these, and I would consider using super glue to build it. Like I said, the online instructions aren't that brilliant either, to be honest. I was expecting, you know, to get the complete kit, not just the shell of the kit. I mean, all I got was the outside walls and the roof. So the glazing and the downpipes are separate, and you've got to buy them separately. It's not as if you get the glazing pack with the drain pipes or anything like that. It's a separate kit for the glazing and a separate kit for the drain pipes. And the fact that there wasn't even internal walls supplied with this, they're just white, the walls were just white. The grey walls came with a glazing pack, which I wouldn't say is the best way to do it, you know, so come on Model Lux, sorry. Address this. Sell it as a complete kit, even if you're going to charge 50 quid for it. You know what I mean? If you're thinking that by selling somebody half a kit at 35 quid, then they've got to buy the rest of it for another 16 quid. You know, sell the full thing at 50 quid. So much easier. Now on the subject of this engine shed, I've got a base to make for it, which I'm considering doing with that air drying clay. So I'll maybe if I go at that, and we'll see how we go with that, and that'll maybe be another video. Well, that was my intentions for that. So, watch me work. Right guys, as you know, I'm going to do a 200 subscriber locomotive giveaway. I've already bought the locomotive. It's a Hornby Railroad Class 47, and it's the infrastructure model. I've already bought it. I took out the box and ran it around the track, and it ran really, really well. It's quite well detailed. It comes with NEM pockets and a decoder socket or that kind of nonsense. So it done one lap around the track and then back into the box. So as soon as I get the 200 subscribers, I'll put a question up. If you can answer it, and I'll pick the name out of a hat, and whoever's name I pick, congratulations, you've won a locomotive. Not a top of the range thing, but what do you expect for? I paid for it with my own money, so you're getting it. Right guys, I'm going to update, so well, myself and my wife are going to update some of the scenery on this layout, because she hates the blue bushes. We've also got an order in with Model U for some more figures and some more animals and stuff. So they'll all be getting painted up, put on when they arrive. So we've plenty to get on with. I'm going to start doing this over here on these tracks at the far side, and some more out here, more weather and stuff. Because I'm just not happy with the way they look. I think they look too clean, so we'll get all that done as well. And how good does that engine shed look? Alright, there's a wagon sitting in it, but I think it's fantastic sitting there. So it's just a shame about the price and that, but hey, there we go. Anyway, running around the track today is this Hellion Class 33, and I sorted, well, all the same Hornby tankers that I modified to update them all with new wheels and new couplings and whatnot. And they're running really well. And coming round the now is my Oxford Vale Adams Radial, which is a cracking model. It's absolutely fantastic model. And it's pulling an assortment of wagons. Coal wagons and one open wagon. Go a Rapido wagon. Right, okay trips. I'm just going to leave it the other day. I came up here to do stuff and I've ended up just sitting playing trains and getting absolutely hee-haw. So I'll just leave these with a few running shots. I will try and post if I've still got the instructions and that for that little signal box and stuff that I got from Model Lux for the engine shed. I'll try and take photos of them. I'll put them on at the end of the video. If they're there, they're there. If they're not, just use your imagination. Alright guys, I'll see you after. Bye then, bye.